Hey everybody, it's Matt here with Dustin. It's Thursday and it's slightly after 10 a.m. I do apologize for all two of you who are tuning in for appointment viewing and we're expecting to hear from us and see us at 10 a.m. I do apologize. I'll send you a personalized handwritten note to cement my apology. But it is May, right? Almost June, and it's springtime. And, you know, it's just a hot season for real estate. So, not Dustin's fault, certainly all my fault. But, you know, today, episode 19 of Real Estate in Your Underwear. Of course, not in our underwear.
No.
Although you got some interesting booties that
booties.
kind of look like
Protect
underwear.
the floor, the
That's
carpet.
right.
That's the purpose.
I don't have booties today, but that's okay.
We're your socks. You're good.
Yeah, we're going to make it work. We got great lighting today. We're on location. We're outside today getting some sun. We're talking about something really important today. Something that I know has been on all of your minds. Something that's close to all of your hearts. Yes, that's right, folks. We're talking about window cleaning.
Window cleaning. For homeowners, you know, buyers or sellers, you want to get your windows.
You gotta get your windows clean.
You know, it makes a big difference. So
I forgot to properly introduce you. Everybody, this is Dustin Linden with Linden Cleaning Service. Good friend of mine. Dustin, how are you?
good. Hello, everyone.
Good.
Here to get some windows cleaned. So just started here. I've got a couple guys on the outside, and I'm working on the inside, and looking to get some screens and windows cleaned and get everything taken care of. So
Yes. I think we're going to do a demonstration, but not just yet. I want to talk a little bit first. I know you guys are all looking forward to the demonstration. I tried to convince Dustin earlier to let me clean a window and see if I can do it as good as him. So we'll see. We'll see how I stack up. So stay tuned for that. But you know, when people think of window cleaning, a lot of people probably say, "I can clean my own windows," right?
Some people do. I've even had some people who have called me back after they tried to do such a thing. You might get that Home Depot Windex thing, or Walmart, whatever. You get the spray on there, and this was an actual client that I'm thinking of who I'd cleaned her windows a couple of months before, and she's trying to sell and just wanted to do a few windows.
Oh no!
And there were some big picture windows in the front of her house, and she called me in. So it doesn't necessarily work out when you try to do it yourself. Certainly, you want to call in professionals. Linden Cleaning Service, for example, where you can get professional cleaning at a practical price.
Yeah, we know somebody who does that for you. Professional cleaning at a practical price. That's right.
Something where you'd want to do it on a regular basis, so we try to get people set up on a quarterly basis to get their windows cleaned, so that whether or not you're coming home from work or looking to host a party or something like that, your windows are always looking sharp. So that's what we like to do for folks.
For sure.
This morning I was out cleaning gutters. You're talking about it being May, and June here. It's raining right now. Spring's into bloom, I guess. But out cleaning gutters this morning, and so a little filthy if I don't know if anything got in my face or whatever. But sometimes it's a mess with that. But I was out cleaning gutters, so we also provide that service, and people are getting a lot of rain now, and seeing that kind of trouble that could potentially happen if you don't get your gutters cleaned. You end up getting water in your basement. I was actually talking to Brian right
Guilty.
before we started the show here. So
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, we don't necessarily think of windows. That's probably not the first thing we think of is windows and gutters and keeping them clean as homeowners. Or, if we're thinking about making a move and thinking about selling our house and getting top dollar. But one of the most important things that we tell people when we go into their home and we talk about selling their home is, hey, if it's broke, fix it. And I think that if your foundation is broken, you gotta fix it. But before it's broken, let's talk about preventative maintenance, guys. Keep your gutters clean, because if your gutters aren't clean, dude, that water's going everywhere.
sure is.
Over the top, behind the back, into the siding.
Egress windows and end up in your basement, and you got all sorts of issues. So
Exactly.
We try to make sure we get that taken care of for people, in addition to their window cleaning. So I've got, like I said, a couple guys on the outside working here.
It's kind of fun to watch. I'm getting a little distracted here.
I don't know if you want to turn the camera there and see how this works for that side of things.
Yeah, let's just do the
Let's get some satisfying shots here.
Satisfying. Uh-oh. Tripod and all.
But I'm supposed to teach you how to clean windows. Is that what we're going to do here?
Yeah,
we're going to learn this thing.
Is this Jake?
This is Jake, yeah.
Jake, say hi. He's listening.
Jake's in the zone.
He's on the headphone. Say hi to the camera.
Oh, hey.
Jake's actually a couple stories up here, so don't try this at home, everybody.
Been with me for a couple of years, so
Dustin,
that's good work.
You've cleaned some pretty impressive windows.
Okay.
I want everybody to kind of know where you've been. So can you tell us about one building in particular that you've cleaned?
Well, I used to work for a company that we'd do the woodman. So when I started cleaning windows about 2001, that was one of the big accounts with the company I was working for. So I used to go 30 stories off the top there and did that. That was the highlight.
Wow.
Of my window cleaning career. But
so you're basically kind of nuts.
I miss it a little bit. Yeah. So I But my wife tells me no, she doesn't want to pay for the insurance for that and doesn't want me to do that. She used to work downtown and go on walks, and she didn't like that. She saw me a few times. She didn't like that. But
yeah, Becky, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
I did that and worked for a commercial group for about 7 years. Did banks, car dealerships, things like that, and houses. And then I worked for a residential company for a few years. And then started up my own thing in 2011. So
awesome.
Been at it for about 8 years now, and still trying to get it figured out.
No, you've got it figured out.
Doing what we can. So
I will tell you guys that anytime that we go to the pros, we always think about a couple things. One, are you an expert? Two, do you care about the people you're working for? And this guy cares about the people he's working for. He's shown me several demonstrations about how he cleans his windows. And I'm convinced that nobody else puts the care into what they do in your field as much as you do. So do you want to kind of show us, show the crowd, give them...
Should I do this window here? Does that work?
Yeah, let's do this one first.
There you go. It's a mess, right?
It's dirty. Oh my goodness, look at the dirt. This is disgusting.
You can't actually see.
How can you ever get this so clean, Dustin?
Well, let me demonstrate.
Okay.
So something that I think separates us apart from other companies, a lot of times people do stuff like this and water on and water off, and then they move on to the next window and they're ready to get on and get out.
Dude, it's all wet.
I know, but I've come to jobs where you see this remnant around the edge of the windows, and then you got a lot of water will run down here, but I've come to jobs where I've come after other companies and that stuff is there. But what, like I said, sets us apart was make sure we clean off the window sills here.
Yep.
And that kind of thing down here. Definitely on the inside. You see that, but
yep.
Make sure you get all the edges.
Nice.
And if there's like silicone or anything like that on the windows, I scrape that off and get the windows clean that way. Yeah, so just make sure everything's looking good. Clean up all this metal, and I think that certainly is something that sets us apart, because most people, like I say, just get the water on, get it off, and get on to the next thing. And it's all about just quantity rather than quality. So we do our best to make sure that homeowners are happy with the work we do, and even commercial property, that things are cut above everybody else. So
well, one of the things I noticed as he was cleaning the metal, it reminded me, I live in a newer area, so there's a lot of construction dust around, and there's just whenever it stops raining, that all that dirt and everything turns into dust. It whips around, gets all over your windows, all over your siding, and that's something that, man, if you live in a newer area, your windows are probably so dirty right now and you may not even know it. But clean windows, gosh, when that sun's shining in, man, it makes a huge difference. Especially if your home's on the market. We always say, hey, photos are the most important thing, right? That's the first thing people see. That's the first showing. When people are in your house, if you're listed for sale, that's not the first showing. That's probably the second, third, maybe 32nd showing, because they're online, they're stalking it like crazy. So make sure your photos are right, and they can only be right if your windows are clean.
That's exactly right.
So,
and I'm reminded that there was a job out in Elkhorn that you'd had me get some windows cleaned, and I was out there for the showing, and they're trying to get the pictures, and they're having the inspections and all that stuff taken care of. So these guys do a good job of getting your house ready for inspections and getting things cleaned and getting things prepped. I was there doing my job, but they were walking around telling the homeowner, you need to do this, you need to move this, you need to probably get this out of here and that kind of thing. So they do a great job of prepping homes for folks. So
well, appreciate that.
But and that was
we were a bunch of busy little bees.
Yep. But I don't know, how long did it take after I cleaned that house before you sold it?
Yeah, that home sold in about a week, so that was pretty good. And it was an older house, and I gotta say,
it was a little bit tighter then too. But
I tell you what, I think the main difference, especially on that house, we're all dealing with allergies here. There we go. Okay, so especially on that house and an older house, I think that house was built probably in the 50s or 60s, or maybe late 60s or 70s. The screens, dude, those screens were dirty, super dirty. And Dustin came in and sprayed them down. It was amazing. You could literally see the difference.
Probably, I can see it through an angle, but there you go.
I can see it.
That kind of stuff. But so make sure to clean down the screens. This is another thing that most companies don't do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've worked for 2 other companies. I guess I also, when I was getting started, trained with another guy who I knew was a friend who had that company for about 30 years.
Yep.
And this was something that I remember him saying, we don't do that kind of thing. So cleaning off the screens. And sometimes they're a little more stubborn, so I'd actually end up washing it like I would a window.
Yeah.
And make sure the screens are spotless. So that's the way it goes.
From this angle, that totally makes a difference.
Makes a difference for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I need to get the other side, but you'd see it makes a huge difference. Really brightens things up, makes it look like brand new. So that's one aspect there that we like to do and make sure folks are happy about. So.
Devil's in the details.
It is indeed.
That's really important, guys.
Are you ready to see what you got for?
Let's do this, man.
All right.
I'm ready. Do I need to do some?
Maybe should we stay out here, or should we do something like this? Or we could go inside. Which window? What do you want?
The easy one.
Look at
Oh, let's get that's we can't. That's
There's the
unacceptable.
washer. There you go.
All right. You ready? So we got to get that real good.
Tuck it in
Okay,
there.
get in all the corners. You can tell me how good a job I'm doing
Here,
here. I'm gonna go
I'm
just
gonna give you a little squeegee.
go real
If
fast.
you want the big squeegee or a little squeegee, just a little more.
The figure eight.
You go. I like that.
See the figure eight pattern is really important. Okay, so I think you were doing one of these things,
That's good.
and then you came down, and then we came up and around.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it feels right.
Looks
It feels right inside,
I
guys.
missed a little spot there.
We're gonna get there. No, yeah, there we go. There we
Go
go.
back at it. There you go.
Yeah.
You
Oh
gotta
no.
watch the edge. You can't get the edge.
You can't get the edge.
Let's
This
try
is
it.
impossible.
Let's try this little squeegee.
I am not a professional.
This is how I train the new people. Do it again.
Oh, there we
It's
go.
easier. You gotta go all the way. Look, you cut the corner.
I did not cut
Bad
the
Beers
corner.
doesn't cut corners.
I don't cut the corners. I do not cut. Why do I keep having to go up? This is. You know what? I'm just gonna pay this guy to do it. This is
There you go.
ridiculous. Forget it. I'm done. I'm out. There we go. Yeah, clean that up for me. Fix
Clean
that.
up. All right, so this is called fan technique. A lot of people call it. I like to call it the mountain technique, where you come up to the top. You get the pinnacle there.
Yeah.
And you can go down the slopes. But anyway,
I like it. Is that a double black diamond or is that a? Never mind. That's
this
not a
is
serious
the
question.
Hercules of squeegees.
The Hercules.
That's
of
what I
squeegees.
call it, because you have to know from back in the day, the sitcom, Kevin Sorbo. and
Kevin.
Hercules.
Oh yes. Nice. You've been spending way too much time looking at that squeegee, but that's a fact, guys. That's awesome. Super clean windows. Super important part of the process. The window cleaning is fun, right, guys? That's what we get excited about to see out. I mean, we're on a golf course view here, so you really want to make sure.
Yeah, you bought the house for the view. You want to be able to see it.
You want to be able to see it, right? So the window cleaning. But I think what's essential to the house too is that gutter cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got to keep your gutters clean because that speaks to the foundation of the home, keeping water away from the home. Keep your gutters clean and call this guy and his team to make sure it gets done for you.
Yeah, job I was working on this morning, the soffit was actually rotten because of the gutter apron was on the wrong side of the gutter, so I spent some time adjusting that and took the nails out and readjusted the gutter so it's supposed to, the water flows like it's supposed to. So things happen like that where roofers install things wrong.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I've done that before where I've had to fix that. And so I spent some time doing that for a homeowner this morning where
Nice.
they won't have that problem, I guess, more developing, but obviously they had some issues where they didn't get things taken care of appropriately. So it's good to to maintain your home and get your gutters cleaned and get your windows cleaned and enjoy that beautiful home you bought. So
I love it.
Or selling. So
I love
people
it.
will be able to.
I love it. Love this guy. Shoot, man, thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Matt.
We're actually at my folks' house. So, Mom and Dad, he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Windows are super clean. The course looks beautiful. So if
they were able to, and John did give me the code, so I was able to get in the house and get started. So that happens a lot with the aspect of having on a regular basis where people will say, hey, just come out to my house, here's the code, and you can get in there and get things taken care of so you can go about your daily business. And we're able to get in there and get your house cleaned. You come home to a brand new house essentially. So it's something like that we love to provide for folks.
Actually, they loved it so much, told all the neighbors on the street. I think you're doing every single house on the street now. So anyways, thanks so much for joining us today, guys. I thought this was a fun episode. You don't always think about window cleaning. A lot of people think that's a place where they can maybe save a buck by doing it themselves. And some people can. But I think for most people, to do it right, you want to, and honestly, your prices, they're really good. They're super affordable. You'd be shocked at how affordable it is.
Free quotes.
Free quotes.
You can check out our website, lindencleaning.com. There's a contact form you can fill out there.
Yeah.
You can call, we'll get an email, we can call you, you can call us from the number that you see there and click on the phone kind of thing, and we'll go from there.
And my final message to everybody is keep your gutters clean and clear, because that's one of the most essential things you can do to keep a healthy home. So before I lose my voice, let's get the heck out of here. What do you say?
Sounds good.
You got a job to do anyway.
I do. We got to finish this up.
All right, thank you. That's it for episode 19 of Real Estate in Your Underwear. Remember, guys, we're always looking for more great, wonderful guests. We want to bring you the best and most important local information regarding your home, regarding real estate and the market overall. So if you or someone you know maybe owns a local business or can provide a service to homeowners, please let us know. We'd love to get you on here and share your story. That's it. Take care, everybody.